What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the GameFreak. Today we are going to take a look at the game Rygar. I love this game. I've loved it ever since the NES. I'm going to show you 4 different platforms that this game is on. It is on multiple platforms, mainly because I own these 4 platforms, and actually 5. I do have the version on the C64, but my C64 is in storage, and I can just assure you that version is like dirty booty bad. It is a horrible, horrible version of the game. So let's just dive into this, and I am going to let you know what I think of all 4 of these versions of Rygar, and I'll let you know which platform they are on. And then at the end, I will let you know which one I like the best. This is just my opinion, so we might differ on this, and that's okay. So let's just jump into this right now. As I mentioned, we're gonna take a look at this game on 4 different platforms. Obviously, we're gonna do the arcade version. We're also gonna check out the PS2, the NES, and the Wii version of Rygar. Now, I did not know that Rygar was even available on the Wii until I went to the Torg Gaming Expo. I found it there and I was like, well, heck yeah, man, I gotta get this. I love Rygar. Now, obviously, it's not great on every platform. Like I said, the C64, and it sucks on the links as well. But we'll just dive into these 4 versions, and I'll let you know what I think of them. Let's check these out. First, we're gonna start out with the arcade version. Now, I did not play this version until after the NES version, and I absolutely love the NES version. I don't think this version is as good. It is a little more difficult than the NES version, but I don't think it plays as smooth, honestly, as the NES, which is just crazy. Usually arcade games play pretty smooth, but it played a lot smoother on the Nintendo. I'm not a real big fan of this. I don't hate it, but I do like the NES version a lot better. Here we have the Nintendo version of Rygar, and this is where my journey began with this game. Absolutely loved this game so much. I still do. In fact, a lot of people were, hooked on The Legend of Zelda at the time. I was hooked on Rygar, Faxanadu, and Metroid. Those were my jams, man. But this game was just badass. I like this a lot better than the arcade version. It has its challenge to it. It's not quite as hard as the arcade version, but it's still a good challenge. It's a fairly long game. I did see some speed runs where people beat it in like 7 minutes, which is just crazy to me, because this is just a game that I like to take my time on. Maybe one day I'll try a speed run, but who knows, man. Rygar on the NES is the shit, and if you've never played it, I definitely recommend it. Next, we have the PS2 version, and I remember back in probably 2005, 2006, something like that, I was in Toys R Us, and I was looking at the games for PS2, and I ran into Rygar, and I was like, holy crap, man, they make this game for the PS2? Hell yeah, I'm gonna get it. One of my favorite games on the NES for the PS2. I need to get this game. And I was not disappointed. This game was amazing. I think I completed this game probably 10 times in a row, maybe 11. I just kept playing it over and over and over again. Absolute blast. If you've never played the PS2 version, you need to go pick this one up. This is a cool version of the game. And finally, we have the Wii version of this game. Like I said, I did not know that this game even existed for the Wii. So when I was at Torg at the end of June and I seen this, I had to pick it up. I just had to. I love Rygar. So as you can see, the visuals looks pretty good. Unfortunately, the control scheme was awful. Maybe it's just me. I just did not like the control scheme at all, and I did not like the way they made him look. He looks like a textbook emo who just got done writing a song about his girlfriend breaking up with him, and he's probably going home to cut himself. So it just made it not fun. I mean, I was like, man, I don't like the way this looks. I don't like the way it controls. I shouldn't say I don't like the way it looks. I don't like the way he looks. The game itself looks pretty beautiful, actually, for a Wii game. But, you know, all in all, that gameplay, it just ruins it. So this is probably the worst of the four. Alright, so there are 4 different ports of Rygar, and as I said, I'm going to let you know what my favorite was and what my least favorite was. In fact, I'll just go through all 4 of them real quick. My favorite out of the 4, hands down, and this might shock you, but it is the PS2 version. As much as I love the NES version, that PS2 version was absolutely awesome. Love that version. I still play that version today, along with the NES version, of course. But that PS2 version just, I don't know, it's a step ahead, man. It's a really cool version. And then second would definitely be the OG, the NES version, at least the OG for me, because I did play the NES version before I ever played the arcade version. So, and to this day, I still like the NES version better than the arcade. So, NES would be my second. The arcade version would probably be number 3 out of these 4. It's not a hateful game. It's decent, but it's definitely better on the NES. Not nearly as good as the PS2 version, but you know, it's an okay version of the game, which is weird because I love arcade games, but that NES version just kicks its ass. And then last out of these 4 would definitely be the Wii version. What a disappointment. I was looking forward to jumping in and enjoying that game, and when I put it in, I mean, like, you know, you've seen the pictures and everything. It looks beautiful for a Wii game. Unfortunately, that gameplay is just awful, and he looks stupid. I mean, he just looks stupid. It's hard to get into a game when you just can't, I don't know, when you think the character just looks dumb as hell. That's just me, though. I'm picky when it comes to that crap. It's just a port of Rygar I do not recommend. So if you don't have the Wii version of Rygar, don't waste your money, man. It's awful. I mean, again, just my opinion. Maybe you like it. That's cool if you do. It's just not for me. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. And if you are new to this channel, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out this channel a lot, and I greatly, greatly appreciate it. And if you are a content creator, don't forget to type in that word content in the comment section. That's all you got to do. Type in the word content in the comment section. We have something on this channel that I like to call the GameFreak Army. And what we do is if we see that word content, we will go to your channel and we will subscribe to you. It doesn't matter if you're a gaming channel or not, any kind of channel. Just type in content and we will go and help you out, because that's what we do, man. We like to help each other out, help each other's channels grow. This isn't a popularity contest. No one's trying to be king of YouTube or anything like that. We just like to have a good time, help each other out, and bullshit about what we all love. You know, in this case, on this channel, it's gaming. So feel free to type in that word content in the comment section. And once again, I want to thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. And until the next one, game on, everybody.